JKLMNOP.
Keep going. Say your ABC. Keep
QRSTUVWX
saying it's ABC.
Y and Z. Hello, are you still there? Can you got me? Hello. Hello, I am still talking.
Keep talking. He's talking. He's
Checking to
saying his
make sure
ABCs.
that you guys have me. And just let me know at any point when I need to
Keep
shut my
going.
mouth. I will keep on talking as long as you need me to. And just let me know so I can quit looking like a fool up here. Hello, are y'all still there? Checking
Keep
one, two,
talking.
three. Check 1, 2, 3. Mic check 1, 2. Mic check 1, 2, 3.
Keep talking.
Mic check one, two,
Keep
one, two,
going. We can hear
three.
you.
Check one. Okay,
Okay,
perfect.
you good.
All right.
Okay. We're gonna read your bio and then we'll bring you on, okay?
Okay.
Hey, everybody. Again, you're tuned into the Untapped show, where you hear wonderful music from all over the globe, all genres. And I believe this is one of the only platforms you get to hear this in the brick and mortar and online. So, welcome. Of course, we're to our new submissions. You've just heard my boy, Branston K. Harris, who can sing. So, it was good to hear you again. Glad you're back, Branston. We had a great interview with him before. I said K, but it's G.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I'm thinking K for kind,
Your boy.
rather G for instead of G for good.
Oh, no. Your boy.
Your boy. Well, that's that's your college buddy, right? Yeah. So I had to get it right, Branson. He is getting on my case. I apologize for that. I always thought it was a K. Well, anyway, I'm glad you gave us some new music. It sounds great. And so we are going to move on into our next interview, and then we get to hear more good music and new submissions. So, who we're going to be talking today to is Perry Lowe. He is a drummer. He is a singer. He is a songwriter. He mixes. He masters, and he's an engineer. And I'm mad at you. I'm mad at you. I ain't even going to say nothing right now because we just had a conversation. He's from Bastrop, Texas. He's just 30 miles east of Austin. Perry began his journey in music when his grandmother's Bridge Cafe in Bastrop closed when he was 6. Perry and his 3 brothers inherited a large collection of 45s from the jukebox, which ranged in artists from Andrea True Connection to ZZ Hill. From this experience, Perry learned to appreciate different genres of music and is often quoted as saying, "There are only 2 types of music to me, good and bad." Things began at 13 when he, his brother Preston, and a few friends from high school formed a band for a local talent show and performed for the first time. The following year, Perry took up drums and began playing with local rockabilly artist Doug Sneed, and went on later to perform with Brown Eyed Soul, a 3-man R&B vocal harmony group based in California. He has also performed with Tyrone Vaughn, which is son of blues legend Jimmy Vaughn, and more recently, Chubby Knuckle Choir, a blues rock trio. So I believe, Mr. Perry, you already a star? Because it sounds like it.
No, not really. I mean, I've just been in this game a long time and
Hold on a
just
second. We're
kind of,
trying to pull you up. There you go. Okay.
yeah,
Now you can respond. I need everybody to hear what you had to say.
yeah, I just been in this thing for a long time and just going around and doing different things and experimenting with different things. And it's easier to do now. I started when there was tape. So now there's, you can, do stuff on iPads and move stuff around a lot easier. So you can get to the masses easier, which is really cool.
It's funny because when you said tape, Giannis made this face. Y'all can't see unless you're online, and his eyes are like,
I was
Yes.
making the face at you because you was like, turn it up.
oh,
It's just loud.
okay. Well, he's been,
Yeah.
you saw with the sound check. You saw what was going on here in the studio.
Oh
Now I
yeah.
get bullied, you
Yeah.
know. Perry, you saw for yourself.
Yeah, I leave Miss Robin alone, man.
She's been doing this for over a year and she still was don't know what to plug in.
Patience is a virtue. But Perry, back to you. I'm going to get on you because I told you I didn't know nothing about this engineering stuff. I produce, I do music, but I just never really grasped the engineering thing. You're like, oh, yeah, well, it can, be difficult. And da-da-da. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, you're a mixing and mastering engineer. And you're just trying to make me feel better, Mr. Perry.
And did the radio thing too for a while. So we did that over at CBS
Yes.
over there, and on all those stations, Viacom at that time, and more recently Intercom.
So you do it all.
I had to. I mean, I couldn't afford, players and stuff. So I had to figure it out, you know what I mean? So I didn't have the money. So it was like,
Yeah.
I didn't have, people come in and play parts for me and everything. And so me and my brother would always like, hey, we'll just figure it out ourselves and do it and be DIYers and save the money and the aggravation.
I know that's right. I mean, I remember those days of like, I don't know if you remember this because I don't know your age bracket, but you did mention the word 45s. For those of
Yes.
you that are new, and we're not talking CDs because to them CDs are obsolete. We're talking
That's
the
right.
record, the vinyl, but it was a short, little, small one that had the little thing you put in the middle, so
Yes.
that it would fit onto the I don't know what the thing is called, the album thing,
Yeah. Yeah.
where it
Little
turned
stylus.
around, a record player. Now
Turntable.
I'm talking about the little spool. Spool. I have the spool.
Hmm.
But I haven't used those words in so long. Spool.
Yeah. I mean, that's
45.
it's definitely a throwback.
It is, but do you remember? I remember us trying to record and do things and harmonize, and we would take tape and put it over the cassette so we could
Yes.
keep taping over. Okay, so
Yeah. Yeah. In the little
okay,
corners and stuff.
yes, we were very innovative and creative, and we were, wise beyond our years. I don't care what anybody
That's
says.
right.
It
That's
might
right.
seem antiquated, but hey,
Hey,
we made it work.
yeah, we got things done. We would tape the radio shows at night, and then we would come back and listen and see what we had in the morning. You know what I mean? So
Yes, and it was fun.
yeah, it was
Sometimes
good
it's a little
days.
jacked up, but hey, it
Yeah,
was still fun.
we would cut off right at the end of a good song. Like, oh no,
Yes,
tape would run out.
I know. So with that being said, now, so obviously, music is in your family.
Mhm,
Um, so you're a drummer, a singer,
mhm,
a songwriter, and producer. I had to go over this in my mind to get an engineer, and you've also been obviously performing live. You've also been doing some touring,
mhm.
gigging. So
Yeah.
tell me more about that.
Well, I've been in a group, Chubby Knuckle Choir. We're like a blues rock band.
Love
Me
it.
and one of my friends from high school, we did that, and so we've been doing that for a while. We write our own material. I record it, engineer it, everything like that. With my own stuff, I did that as well as with the band as well. So we're still out playing now in Austin and been around. Played last week, as a matter of fact, and did some things. So we're still out and around and doing some things, but I'm kind of still doing that, but looking to get more into the production end. As I get on up there in years.
I think that's excellent, and it's nice to hear that you. I mean, you're doing your thing.
Yeah.
You're obviously because you're going to have a song that we're going to play today, but you're in so many different, parts of what music encompasses.
Mhm.
You got your hands in everything, I say.
Yeah. And my thing was, I never wanted to slam a mansion door. I just wanted to be able to work in the music industry. So I tried to, give myself as many opportunities to work in it as I could.
Hmm. And so, what would you say is your forte out of everything?
I would say mainly I'm a drummer
Hmm.
and, singer, and, I've been producing for a while. My brother really got me into that, many moons ago. And I really like to stick to that. But normally it's now it's just, producing and writing. I love doing that, because you can't put an age on that. One of these days, my voice is not going to be recordable, but
Hmm.
my hands will be able to still work, and I can still
That's
use,
right.
a keyboard. And, with the technology now, you can do things and still make music. So that's the angle I really like to go into, just doing the production and, writing and stuff like that. Eventually, I like to get into scoring and stuff like that and doing,
Nice. Do you do
commercials.
you sight read?
No, I don't. No,
Okay.
everything was like self-taught, because
Nice.
we just really had to, I wanted to do it, but, I just didn't
Work with
have
what
the
we had
access.
and your abilities, your
Yep.
talents.
Yeah. And it was
So
just a natural thing. So,
I think this is two things I want to say. Okay, so number one, I call you guys, you drummers, the human metronome. I mean,
yeah.
without the rhythm, nothing goes right. Without that, solid, equal, rhythm that's so needed in music. But I want to say that I have a jealousy towards drummers.
Okay.
Yes, I am because I play, instruments, but it seems like everybody I know that's a drummer can do everything. They're like, oh, like I have had bass players say, well, I started on the drums. I'm like,
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
fair. Oh,
Yeah.
no, I play the keyboards. I'm like, how come y'all know how to do everything? That is not fair. He said, because they're not lazy. But let me explain what I mean, because you always got something smart to say from the peanut gallery. But what I mean is that It's like you all can pick it up and it's just like you already knew how to do it. Where some of us have to work extremely hard. And like even now on the guitar, I just will never, I love the guitar, but that is just not, but every drummer I know, oh, well, now I moved to this instrument.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. I mean, and then that's what, like on this record and the other record, the record I'm doing, I did all the instruments. I played everything.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So
it's just not fair. He's talented, but I just wanted to put that out there to all my drummer friends out here in Austin and beyond, and DC and everybody I know, and they're always engineers and producers.
Yeah, and so he.
Have to work hard.
Don't listen to him.
He just plays.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, it's a high scorer. I just have a problem with it. I don't think it's fair, but anyway.
Well, we're gonna get you on board, Miss Robin. We're gonna get you on some things, and we'll have you doing production. You'll be, doing mixing, mastering, and
I can produce, and I play keyboards, but I'm just saying, it's just like y'all do it all. I stick it. I'm in my little lane, piano, and I produce, but I'm not gonna master and mix. I got to get that sent out. That got to be right.
Yeah, I mean, once you get it on your own, you can just put stuff out when you get ready, so you don't have to send it out. So we're going to get you there. We're going to get you there.
Well, that sounds like a plan. So with that being said, what's your plan? You've been at this for a minute. Is this your first time releasing music for the sound waves like this, or? Yeah,
for solo stuff, because, I really have more access now, and I've been really just getting into it, So, I did one an EP in 2018, and then I did a couple of singles this year. But I have a whole album done, which is introspective, basically the whole album, and it's just talking about the time you spend in your own head, and you're seeing different things, and you kind of take all those things that you saw in life, and then you just kind of look at them, and when you're sitting away thinking about stuff, you're like, okay, well, here's something I want, you think about it, and it shapes your life in some way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or and something it's continually progressing and changing and being modified. That's for sure, based on the experiences and what's going on in your head, which can change.
Yeah,
that's so neat.
And with the shutdown that happened now, a lot of people had problems with it because they had to spend time with themselves. Yeah, and they had to look at themselves. And we had to
put on the front. It was just the raw truth. Okay, here I am. I'm looking at myself. I can't play this off no more. I'm stuck with me. Let me figure out who I am.
Yeah, and what do I like? What I see, and that's what the song was basically about. It's like, okay, am I, do I really like what? Do I need to change some things? Am I, doing this right? Am I living right? Or, am I doing right by my family? Am I doing right by my friends?
Right.
And kind of, you had time to think about that stuff. And this was actually written before the pandemic. I was just kind of in my own head thinking about this stuff and going to write a whole album, and it just popped up. I was like, man, it's perfect timing.
Sure is.
Clairvoyant or something.
Well, I'm excited. So you have a full project then, and this is just one of the singles on that project?
Yeah, I put out a single in July, actually called Sitting Away. And it was, there again, it's about the introspective thing. Okay. And then I put this one out following up with that one. And then, I'll probably put out another one. I'm thinking
keep us posted but we're going to start off with this song. Anybody you want to shout out before and even before you introduce your song? Is there anybody you want to shout out, and how can people keep in touch with you and follow your journey?
Hey, I want to shout out to my wife. If I don't do that, I'll get kicked in the teeth.
That's right.
I need to do that. And guys,
she done learned you well. No,
when you're at these award shows or you're talking on the radio, make sure you do that first, because you will hear it when you get to the house. So just keep that together.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I just want to shout out my wife, my family, my kids. I had my granddaughter here earlier. It was pretty cool to see her, and she's a couple of months old, so she was hanging out with me and stuff.
New baby, sweet.
So yeah, Ari, I just want to shout out to her, and that's it. Pretty much.
And so, where can people follow you?
You can follow me. I'm on Spotify, Facebook, Instagram. You can just look up Perry Lowe Music, and you'll find me.
And that's PerryLowe.
That's correct.
Okay. All right. Well, go ahead and introduce your song, and thank you so much for giving us a little bit of your time today.
No problem. If you don't know now, you know my name is Perry Lowe, and this is my new single, Introspective.
All right. Can you turn it up? I took out the thing. Can you hear me still?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I can.
Interview. I had a lot more to say. I was like, wait a minute now. He trying to be. That you singing?
Yes.
Let me be
Yep.
quiet and listen. Yes. The bass. That's some mint condition bass. Yeah. Yeah. That's some feel good music. Just not fair. It's not fair, Perry Lowe. It's not fair. What's that, Keith Washington? Okay, he like, hey, look, he doesn't start to analyze it. Hey, Keith Washington, it's kind of like it. Yeah, early 90s, it does.
Yeah,
Sounds
big
good.
Terry Lewis and Jimmy Jam fans, you know.
Huh?
Yeah, we're big Terry Lewis.
I'm sorry. You know what he just asked me?
What's that?
Are you light skinned? No.
Hey, I'm holding it down for
light skin feel.
I'm holding it down for the dark skinned brothers.
You hold it down for the dark brothers. I know that's right.
That's the deal.
I mean, you do got that pretty boy Floyd sound. No, I'll be sure. I said a little I'll be sure vibe. He said it's a compliment. You know, he get on my nerves. Yeah. I'll be sure. Yeah, I'll be sure. I had to go, and they be like, oh. It does have that vibe. And and not only do we like it, but I mean, on top of that, it's like it's going to be timeless. It's going to, this is one of them songs that's just not a trend or a little fad. This is music.
As a songwriter, that's what you definitely
you want to vote. Well, I got you on here right now. You want to vote for your song?
Yeah. How can I?
Just say I want to vote.
Yeah, I'm voting for me.
Yeah, he gonna vote for him. What did he say? Oh, he said since you're a good sport, he's gonna put a vote down for the grandbaby too.
Okay, yeah, right. Oh, Miss Ari.
So he got 2 votes. Well, it's been such a pleasure to have you on the show.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you having me for real.
Yeah, just keep on hanging in. Make sure people call and vote in.
Oh yeah.
Or text. We'll give you the info for how to do that.
Okay.
512. You gonna give them the text one? Okay, the text one. I can actually type it in this message. It's 512. What? Okay, 537 0887. So they can text or call, right? Text or leave a voicemail. Okay, text is better. Text. Okay. So we're going to look out for our boy Jay. He don't have too much. So tell him go on here to text. Go on here to text. So you're in Bastrop now, or you're in Austin?
I'm in Bastrop. Yeah, I live out in Bastrop.
But that's not far. But that's good to know, because when we start doing our showcases again, I hope you'll be on board to do some performing.
Certainly. Yeah, I would love to. Would love to.
Are the kids into music too?
My daughter was playing drums for a while, and now my grandson, he wants to start. He talked to me yesterday about that. Papa, I'm going to tell me how to play drums. Okay, dude, we'll get with it. Right. But you got to be patient, though. You can't just figure you're going to hit it, play it, grab the sticks, and you're going to figure it all out. It doesn't work.
Oh, let him go. Let him go. He'll be all right. He might surprise you.
He might. He might well.
I do play multiple instruments. I just don't play everything. I have to work at what I do. I'm going to play the drums, or I'm just going to produce. I'm going to sing. Leave something. He be hating on me. Let him go. You got to let them hit the pots and the pans.
Yeah,
Make
you know, I
noise.
mean, you know, that's actually how I started playing. I
That's
used to
all
listen.
the best drummers I know.
I
That's
used
how
to
they
watch
start.
Phil Collins concerts,
Oh, I
and
love.
I
I
would
just got done
watch
listening to
his
him the other
hands,
day.
and
Yeah,
and
love Phil
him and
Collins.
Chester Thompson, and I would just learn how to
Yes.
play on the back of a chair. So I mean, a chair looked like
Well, I know
so
your mama was mad at you. Was it a little dense?
everybody was mad. My brother was like, "Dude, man, quit hitting on, man, you making all that noise, man. You know, get out of here with that." And then we was in a band together with my brothers, and I told, "Hey, man, I can play drum," and they're like, "Dude, get out of here." He kept.
I remember
I
I
can
brought my
sing. Get out
daughter.
of here.
I brought my daughter electric. Her grandmother brought her the electric drums to work. She's doing like cadences. I'm like, yes. But then I heard a tap, a tap, a tap. I was like,
Yeah, you got to be
I
ready
do
for it.
need the recorder. I had a little recorder and I would play little songs on the air. The little red one, the little plastic fake one. I play the flute, but I had a recorder, and I'd be like, and he would let me. Jay Hunt would let me play the recorder on the air. I'm like, name this tune.
Yeah, hey, that's a good one. That's a good segment. Hey,
Everybody was like this. Here she goes with this segment.
Great segment. That's a great segment.
Oh my goodness! Thank you, Jay Hunt. Well,
great.
I am going to go ahead and let you go and be with the family. But it's been a pleasure. We're looking for great things from you. Make sure you vote, so you get your people to vote, so we can hear some more. That was some good music.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Thank you.
hopefully more good music in y'all's opinion to come.
Okay. Well, just throw it our way. That's what we're here to do, is to support our indie artists and musicians. So
Yeah, I
please
appreciate it. Appreciate it for real.
All right, dear. You take care.
All right. You have a good time. We'll see you.
Okay, dear.
Bye-bye. All right. Bye.
Jay Hunt, why don't you come on? Come on the thing. Huh? Jay, he said, oh, just the votes? What would you want me to do? Tell him right now? Jay, the votes so far? What is the dash? Okay. So we have one vote so far for two-way George Floyd. I could write it in here. Want me to write it? Okay. I mean, you want you memorized? He is something else. Steve from Bastrop. Okay. He liked number 8. Got you. That's cool. It's good to get that feedback. DJ Craig. I'm a boy. What's wrong with this? It's wiggling. We about to come on? Great. Did it freeze? Okay. There he is. Are you going to plug him back in? You want me to plug him back in? Where is it? Okay, I got him plugged in. Hey. Look here. We're in the building. I'm here, and everybody's so excited that I'm here. I'm sure. I'm here. Jay, are you here? Can you hear us? Look, holla if you hear me. He's on. Jay, talk.
Yo, what's up?
Okay, he's showing his Untapped shirt. We're both showing our Untapped shirts.
Building, what's going on?
We
Have.
half a minute.
Yeah. I'm here.
So,
Can you turn him up a little bit? Talk loud, Jay.
What's up? What's up, party people?
It isn't.
We got about 15 seconds before we got to go.
Okay, so do you want me to say the countdown again?
Real quick.
Okay, number 10, we had the Isaac sisters text.
Just new submissions.
Okay, new submissions. We had Wolfquan Satin in Love, Branson G, not K, Harris, Groove Music, Perry Lowe, Introspective, and we're about to hear from my boy Jake Aldridge, King of the World, and he is not a stranger to us. He's an award-winning rapper turned singer, Jake Aldridge, and we know who he is, and we're excited to hear him.
All right, y'all. Go to the website, KZI.org. Support us, support the station. Submit your music. Let's have that KAZI 88.7 Jay.
Thanks for listening. Thank all our please. Guess he didn't hear me.
Can you hear me, Jay?
Yeah, I hear you.
You're honest.
What happened?
He's a trip today.
I had to because now we're 23 seconds over.
He said he had to because we're now 23 seconds over.
I ain't having Pepper come after me, so you ain't up here.
Oh, Lord. A fade and go.
Yeah, I want to give Jake his time.
Yes, Jake Aldridge. He did. Even though he'd been on me this whole time, I do think that's what happened. I don't think he meant no harm.
Yeah, I cut rubbing off.
He cuts me off, and he doesn't care, but he cares if he cuts you off. But he gonna get cut. No, I'm just kidding. I will not. Oh my goodness. He is doing too much over here. He's showing out. Yeah, it was a good show, wasn't it? That's Jake. I like this. That's Jake Aldridge, y'all. This song is called King of the World. The music for King of the World was co-produced by Argentinian music producer Dan Dominici and Suffolk-based multi-instrumentalist David Booth. The song is set for public and has been released. Let's see. He is from Suffolk, struggling to deal with his bereavement. He was born to a Bangladeshi father and Canadian mother. Jake was just 11 years old when his father was killed after being struck by lightning during a family fishing trip. Struggling to deal with his bereavement, Aldridge began writing poetry. Having grown up listening to cassette tapes of rappers from the late 90s, he became inspired by hip-hop music and eventually turned his poems into raps. He became intrigued by country pop music when he heard Florida Georgia Line's 2012 collaboration with Nelly, a remix of the former song Cruise. Subtly, Aldridge began incorporating elements of the country pop genre into his own music. His song, Gullible, for example, is a hybrid of the two genres, featuring country vocals by British Country Music Association Award winner KAZI Gill. He also won the prestigious Male Act of the Year in 2018, the International Achievers Awards. So thanks, you guys, for hanging with us. We're going into the Hot Pepper Show. And we thank you for joining Untapped.
Say what? I'm losing you.
We'll see ya.
What'd you say?
Pepper Show. Good conversation. Woo. Hot Pepper Show. Miss you and love you, Pepper. Sit back and relax and just. Sit back and relax and just. Woo. Come to Tune in at KZIFM.org.